The Pod Network Entertainment.
Hi, this is Baus Rufo and welcome to Kaya Pa Ba? My first guest is McCoy Dubs. We talk about career shifts at kung papaano namin kinaya ang buhay namin sa advertising before. Nag-heart-to-heart din kami about the demands of being content creators and the demands of being mga baklang maraming hanash. Enjoy this episode with McCoy Dubs. Okay, hello po sa inyong lahat. Ang aking pong guest today is one of my dear friends in the land of content creation and an inspiration, a friend, ang dami. So please welcome McCoy Dubs.
Hello! Kamusta sa Kalabasa?
Ay, kamusta ka today?
Today okay ako.
Okay.
Nahirapan lang ako hanapin ng building. De, okay lang yon, ganon.
Oh, okay lang yan. Naitawid natin.
Oo, naitawid. But I'm very, very fine. Doing good.
Correct. At talaga nga naman, may bago kang era ngayon, ang iyong car era.
Yes.
Ang homeowner era na pag-uusapan natin mamaya.
Yes.
But siguro, gusto mo na pag-usapan is how this friendship started. Siguro yun muna. Una tayong nagkakilala.
Oo. I think, 22,
22.
Early 2022.
Correct.
But to be honest, I'm seeing you already in the ad industry since
Tama.
2018.
Okay.
I think siguro pagka mga events ng mga ad agencies, 'di ba? Sa Green Sun, sa
Correct. Saan pa ba?
Saan nga ba yun?
Sa White Space.
O White
yan,
Space,
puro
pag may mga
ganyan.
event ng adobo,
Correct.
ganon.
Correct.
Mm-mm.
So, dahil pareho tayong galing agency,
Yes.
advertising agency po for the people who may not know the agency we're talking about. Hindi po siya manpower agency. Okay, advertising agency po siya. Nung nasa agency ka, ano yung mga parts na talagang up until now, hindi ka makapaniwalang kinaya mo yun?
Ay nako, Baus, madami. So una sa lahat, hindi ko inakalang kinaya ko pala maging accounts.
Okay.
Kasi all my life, sabi ko, pag pumasok ako sa agency, gusto ko copywriter ako. Pero my first or my second job, pag uwi ko ng Pilipinas, account manager. Senior account manager.
Correct. Ikaw yung humaharap sa kliyente.
Oo.
Ikaw yung nagbibigay ng job order sa creatives.
Oo, ako yung nagpapa-reimburse. Ako yung tumatawag sa pizza.
Correct. Medyo mahirap talagang kayanin yun. Kasi minsan glorified Julalay at Maida tayong mga accounts. Hindi mo kinaya yun nung una.
Hindi ko kinaya nung una, pero naitawid naman.
Okay.
Well, kasi mabait din naman yung boss ko and very supportive nung mga time na yan. Tsaka yung syempre yung mga almost overnight moments.
Correct.
Kasi diba,
ang dami nun.
Puyatan tayo sa ahensya.
Correct. Nare-recall ba yung longest overtime mo?
Oo naman. That was 2019.
Okay. Anong oras ka pumasok sa office?
Siyempre pumasok ako 9.
Correct,
diba?
correct.
And then umuwi ako 4 a.m.
Oh my God.
That's the longest na.
Longest.
Oo.
Oh my God. Ako, ang worst ko, masok ko ng 9, tapos umuwi ako sa bahay ng 9.
Ayan tayo.
At hindi pa tapos, dear. Umuwi ako sa bahay ng 9 para matulog ng mabilis kasi dapat nasa client presentation na kami ng 1 p.m.
Pitch ito?
Planning.
Planning.
Hindi pa tapos. Pagdating namin ng 1 p.m. natapos yung planning ng 9 p.m.
Oh my God.
So, sa mga nasa advertising, alis na kayo dyan. Charing!
Oo. Sa mga nasa advertising, go.
Correct, go. Pero I mean, ang gandang training ng advertising, I
Sobra.
think. Specifically, I think for us content creators, na essentially, yung ginagamit natin na workflow is still pretty much the advertising workflow, di ba?
Yes, that's true. Tsaka rin kasi, Bause, kumbaga, yung natutunan natin sa ad agency, before tayo kasi yung nagbi-brief
Correct.
sa mga celebs, sa mga content creators, bloggers pa nung time na yun, di ba? Pero, kumbaga, the essence of strategy and then message,
Correct.
planning. Ngayon kami na po ang binibrief.
Correct. Minsan naghihigante rin tayo sa naghihigante ako minsan sa mga agency, tinatarayan ko sila. Kasi parang, lagi ako tinatarayan dati. Ako naman yung magtataray ngayon. Charing.
Kumbaga reciprocation.
Correct.
Joke.
The circle of life.
Correct.
Diba? Pero, And how long were you in advertising?
I've been in ad industry since 2015 to 2021.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
So, nag-resign ka pala.
Nag-resign.
Pandemic times na.
Pandemic times.
Okay.
January 2021, I left the industry.
Okay.
Yun.
So, nakapagawa ka ng mga TV commercials.
Yes.
TVC na, guys, 30 seconds na yung nakikita nyo, pero mga 4 months of our lives yung nandun.
4 months, tapos yung taping, mga overtime
Grabe.
din. Oo, 24 hours.
Anong pinakamahirap na campaign ng Niloa mo? Yung tipong inubos ka. Naaalala mo ba?
Pwede ko ba banggitin yung brand?
Pag mo nang banggitin yung brand,
sige.
siguro na lang.
Category.
Na lang.
Sige.
Category.
Okay, fast food. It's a fast food brand.
Okay.
Talagang naubos ako ng todo-todo doon.
Okay.
Not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally.
Oh my God.
Kasi fresh from Qatar yun.
Okay.
So, iba yung ways of working kasi ng mga taga-Qatar dito sa Pilipinas. Sa Middle East kasi medyo chill ang mga accounts doon.
Wow, meron palang accounts na chill.
Oo,
Okay.
chill lang sila doon. Tsaka kung ano kasi kumbaga yung strategy ng Dubai.
Okay.
Yun lang yung ifa-follow all
Correct.
throughout the
Templated
region.
na siya.
Templated siya.
Okay.
Sa atin, iba, diba?
Correct.
Hindi naman one size fits all. Very emotion-driven ang mga campaigns natin.
Correct.
So, nung time na yan, talagang bonggang-bongga ang paguran. Pero kinaya.
Okay. Ano to? Sa maraming OT to?
Maraming OT, but of course, ide-defend mo rin kasi yung TVC or print ad mo dun sa 3 letters.
Correct.
Diba?
I guess, in being in advertising, ang dami mong nakilalang klase ng tao, iba-ibang kliyente, iba-ibang creatives. What did you learn about people in general during your advertising stint na dahil doon, I guess as a content creator, mas efficient ka lang in the way you work?
Ako Bawson, pansin ko dyan, each brand or client, iba ang tone mo. Parang kung itong client na to, ang brand niya pang masa, kailangan the way you talk to the client, masa din.
Even the way you talk to the client.
Even the way you present the storyboard, your content plan, kailangan yung maiintindihan din nila. Kumbaga, you speak their language. Tapos, syempre, kapag yung brand naman na multinational,
taas.
Diba?
Oo.
Iba din yung atake mo. Sa
Correct.
pananamit mo pa lang kapag preso
Correct.
Diba? Pag BGC yung meeting mo, my friend, kailangan arrive ka.
Correct.
Pero pag ang meeting mo malate, Jeff Rocks, ganon.
So I guess, because nag-manage ka ng mga clients, you had to assume different roles, diba? Ano-ano yung mga iba-ibang klaseng McCoy ang nakikita ng iba't ibang klaseng kliyente?
Siyempre pag yung fast food brand, talagang masa ang atake mo. So, ang kita nila dyan, Jolly, ganon. Tapos, talagang todo bigay, diba? No holds barred, ganon. Pero, pag mga multinational, social, yung tipong may mga makakausap kang regional call from Singapore and Thailand. Sometimes, Australia.
Wow, okay.
Siyempre, iba yung iba yung mood mo dyan. Medyo strong yung words mo, firm ka. Pag sinabi mong no talaga. Pag nagtanong ng deadline, hindi. We need to follow this timeline. Ganon.
Hindi katulad dito sa Pilipinas yung deadline. Ang daming false deadlines na nangyayari. Yung kliyente may binibigay sa yung false deadline. Yung agency may binibigay sa yung false deadline. So parang ano ba talaga yung deadline?
What's really the deadline?
Correct.
Diba? Hay nako. Pero alam mo, yan? Kumbaga, iba't ibang McCoy in a way na same personality na introvert, tahimik, pero kumbaga yung level of firmness. Oo.
And actually, I've known you to be quite an introvert. And I think nasa-surprise yung mga tao. May mga tao siguro nasa-surprise pa rin when they meet you for the first time. Na parang, number one, kasi Auntie Julie, hindi ka yung mga characters mo. And na medyo malayong-malayo ka. How do you sort of introduce yourself, the real Makoy when may mga pinoproject na silang expectation sa'yo?
Yung iba nagugulat. Well, madalas nagugulat sila kasi kung ano yung nakikita nila sa social media na jolly, tapos kumbaga pala yun lagi nagpapatawa. Sometimes hindi nila ina-expect na pag nakita nila ako in person, tahimik pala ako, tapos medyo straight face, ganon.
Yun lang ang straight sa'yo.
Oo, yun lang yung straight sa akin. O nga pala, Pride Month last month, diba? Pero yun, tapos yung iba nasusungitan daw, ganon yung atake. Sabi ko, ay sorry kasi ganon talaga ako in person. Pero you love me naman for who I am, diba?
Correct.
Like as magkaibigan tayo. So, ang akin naman, yun, iba yung social media, iba yung in person.
And I think umabot na rin yung friendship natin sa point na may pumipitik tayong dalawa every now and then and naiintindihan na natin yung isa't isa. Kasi
correct.
minsan like mag-viber tayo, like ginagawa nating improv game minsan yung text natin. Tapos may mga times na parang hindi game yung isa na parang wait, seryoso muna tayo.
Wait, seryoso muna tayo. Baw, seryoso muna please. Kasi may last conversation kami, may tinatanong ako, tapos yung reply niya parang dog show. Sabi ko, Bao, seryoso muna, please.
Tapos minsan naman pag nag-reply ako sa'yo na parang walang emoji or walang punctuation, parang ang seryoso mo naman. Sabi ko, sorry, busy lang. So, it's nice.
Hindi rin naman ako ma-emoji diba? One-liners lang din ako.
Pero may ganon. But I guess now, I want to talk about, dito na tayo sa content creation, the content creator era mo. I've said this before, I don't know where, but I think nasabi ko na sa'yo in person. Yung una kong nakuhang content mo, of course, is yung Mean Girls parody in 2017?
2017.
That for me, the first time na nakita ko yung Mean Girls, and I was like, oh my God, this is my humor. It's yung combination ng Western sensibilities with like palengke humor. I'm like, oh my God. So again, I will thank you again because sobrang binago nun yung buhay ko. Lalo na yung ganda ng pulseras. Oh my God. Okay. That was so inspired. I guess ang gusto ko malaman, where were you at that point in your life when you created that? Because to me, it was just full of joy. It was so inspired. Nasaan ka nung mga panahon na yon in your life?
Thank you, Baus. Alam mo, nung nag-decide ako na gawan siya ng meme and then eventually gawin siyang dub video, I was at one of the lowest points in my advertising career. So when I was still with that advertising agency, talagang madalas akong sumabit sa kliyente, sa boss ko din. So parang I really needed an outlet na kailangan meron akong gawin where I can put a smile on others' faces. Kasi ako parang hindi ko na nga magawang umiti eh. So sabi ko, kailangan may outlet. So what if nag-screenshot ako ng Mean Girls scenes, tas nilagyan ko ng Tagalog subtitle. And then eventually, after 3 months, yun na.
Pumutok siya. Grabe yun.
And then eventually, nung ginawa ko yung Mean Girls video na yan, nag-file na ako ng resignation.
Wow.
Nagre-render na lang ako ng 60 days.
Wow. So talagang I mean, it came, it did feel like it came from a very deep place. So I'm not surprised na parang you were going through something when you had to create that. Kasi grabe talaga. Inspired yung gawa na yun sa totoo lang.
Tsaka di ba, parang yung humor din kasi, parang we want na, paano kaya yung mga Hollywood movies?
Correct.
Na tinagalog, tapos binakla mo pa. Yung ganon.
Correct. Now, I would imagine na, I guess, pag mag-resign ka from a company or you're not happy with like a work setting, sometimes you would think you're losing yourself in the process. If correct me if I'm wrong. So I guess after pumutok nung Mean Girls na video, meron bang parang boost in self-esteem? Did you feel more empowered? Were you just a little more excited to go through your day? Take us through parang that time.
Oo. Kasi after mag-hit nung dub video na Mean Girls, parang pagka nakakabasa ka kasi ng positive comments and maraming nagsishare, nakaka-boost talaga siya ng confidence. Na parang, ibig sabihin may audience sa ganitong klaseng content. So, may time din talaga na I felt empowered to the point na I want to upload almost every day.
Wow.
May ganon. Tapos, I would open my Google Docs. tas doon ako magtatatype ng script and magda-download ako ng mga clips from those websites. Tapos parang yung alam mo yung rush, adrenaline rush.
Yes.
Pero may time din na after kong magawa yung mga dub videos, parang gusto ko din magpahinga for a while.
Got it.
Kasi parang na-feel ko na na-saturate siya.
Got it.
And then also, nako-compare ka rin sa other people,
course,
di ba na, ay, mas funny yung gawa ni ganito, may gumawa na ng ganyan, ginaya mo lang. Parang ikaw naman, hindi ko naman alam kasi hindi naman ako nag-check din ng page ng iba. It just happened na ganun siya, na sumakto lang, di ba? So, yun yung process. Pero, at the end of the day, ang inisip ko na lang is, it's my outlet. Kung may matutuwa, edi go. Pag wala, it's not
Masaya
my problem.
Ka pa din.
Oo, di ba?
Correct.
Parang hindi ko na siya cargo, kumbaga.
It's great that you talked about the creative process. So, since nagko-content ka na at this point, by like today, 7-8 years na siguro nagko-content, ano na ang natutunan mo about your creative process? It can be pwede kasi iba-iba eh. Ako iba-iba yung proseso ko eh. Pero ano na yung mas alam mo now na okay, ito yung mga nag-work na conditions for me.
Okay. Thank you, Baus. Ang ganda ng question na yan. Kasi tayo kasi as content creators, iba-iba rin tayo ng mga genre na ginagawa. Like for example, ikaw you create the HR skits, 'di ba? You also have the kumbaga yung mga kaya ba, ganyan, diba? Kumbaga marami siyang facets. So for me, what works for me is the skits. Yun yung nag-work talaga for me. Ngayon, yung dub, ang tagal ko kasi siyang nilet go. Parang 4 years ko na siyang hindi ginagawa. Kasi nung nag-pandemic, hindi ko na siya ginagawa. So, nung nag-upload ulit ako ng isang dub video from How to Get Away with Murder, yun parang nagulat lang ako na nag-spike yung yung engagement, which is hindi ko na ina-expect, diba? Pero at the back of my head, naisip ko, nagwo-work pa din pala somehow. And then, pag automotive, iba din yung atake.
Correct, yes.
Kasi, kumbaga, pag automotive, it's really more of the technicalities of the car. Sometimes,
which I know you are very passionate about and talagang alam na alam mo. So, ibang side rin ni Makoy na yung nakukuha ng public with that, diba?
So, kumbaga, iba rin yung atake mo doon. So, for me, each content, what works really would be kapag yung may interest ka talaga dun sa ginagawa mo. And yung past experiences mo, yun yung pinaguhugutan mo ng skits. So I'm sure, di ba sa ating dalawa, yung mga HR skits, yung mga auntie skits, kasi may past experiences kami before na related doon.
Correct.
So yun siya.
Great, ang ganda. So I guess it's always parang finding something interesting about it, diba? So I guess ang gusto kong malaman, pag nakaka-receive ka ng brief or like campaign na tipong, pucha, paano ko kakayanin to? How do you talk yourself into just hindi, kailangan natin kayanin to?
Of course, like for example, maraming times na ngayon, Baus, na nag-e-evolve din yung content consumption ng audience. Like for example, mas gusto nila na nakakakita na sila ng iba't ibang characters sa skits na ginagawa mo.
Tapos gusto nila naka-front load lahat ng punchlines agad-agad.
Oo.
Paano nabababad yung kwento, di ba?
Oo, parang wait lang, di ba? Pero kailangan mo kasing i-hype lalo na pag sponsor, di ba?
Correct, oo.
So, ako napansin ko, pag monologue, this 2023, 2024, pag monologue lang, it doesn't work anymore. Depende sa atake ng video. Pero pagka, tulad yan, yung sa winner natin together na may mga, di ba, isang muka, pero iba yung wig, iba yung look. Yun, gusto na ng tao yung ganon. Kasi parang may storya ka talagang nagagawa. Di ba? So, for me, yun yung mga, not really do's and don'ts, pero yung mga watch outs na kami as content creators, yun na yung fina-follow din namin somehow. Na parang, pag yung brief sinabi na show different characters, okay, sige.
Wig ito,
outfit ito, makeup ito.
Correct.
Kasi yung lipstick, hindi naman pwede same lang, di ba, Baus?
Totoo.
Kita ko, ang dami mo ding wig. So sabi ko, shucks, nag-i-invest din talaga siya sa skits. Kasi hindi biro gumawa ng skits.
Hindi biro. So, minention mo na yung wig and yung lipstick. So basically, yung minamonetize natin yung kabaklaan natin.
Correct.
Diba?
Oo.
Wineponize namin, tapos minonetize namin. Okay, yun yung ginagawa natin. I wanna talk a little bit about, I guess, your queerness or parang being comfortable in your queerness. Having done this for quite some time na alam mong, technically, like, the more budding you are, the more it sells. It's something I've realized too. Kamusta siya in terms of, I don't know, healing the inner child, being more comfortable in your own skin?
Well, in terms of queerness, Baus, talagang tanggap mo yung pagka-queerness mo, mas masaya ka, 'di ba? Talagang magta-translate siya sa personality mo, the way you deal with people, tapos sometimes sa fashion sense. Though ako hindi naman ako fashion person, hindi rin ako into beauty, pero kumbaga yung yung tindig, 'di ba? Alam mong tsaka yung confident ka na hindi ako pwedeng i-cut lang ng mga SUV, 'di ba? Ganon. Magpapout talaga ako ng lips. Magpapout
Ikaw ba yung nagbababa ng salamin kapag may kupal sa...
Hindi ako nagbababa naman.
Okay,
hindi naman
okay.
ako ganon.
Okay.
Pero talagang titignan ko, kasi naka-shades ako pag nagmamaneho eh. Kasi ang mata ko sa dilim tsaka sa liwanag pag too much light. So talagang ginaganong ko. Pero I think yung queerness, of course, confidence but not too overconfident.
Correct.
Kasi masama din naman pag too overconfident. But very important then is you know your grounds.
Correct.
Diba? And you know your limits. Yun.
I love it. And I mean, ako personally, I also just want to share na you being a queer content creator, it inspires me. So maraming salamat.
Thank you, Baus.
Like ako personally, lately lang ako nagsuot ng wig sa mga skits ko. Kasi nung una talaga, meron pa siguro akong like internalized homophobia na parang I might be going too far kapag may wigs na ako. And then nung finally nagsuot na ako, parang ngayon, pucha, gusto ko may wig ako lagi.
Masaya, diba?
Sobrang saya.
Masaya siya. Tsaka, Baus, I'll say this to you. One of these days, pag may nakita kang wig na gusto mo, buy it kasi may character kang magagawa.
Correct.
Out of the
Saka ang gusto ko rin na ginagawa minsan is, kunyari mag-livestream ako, tapos may isusot ako na bagong wig, tapos hahanapin ko yung boses na bagay sa wig. Ang saya lang niya, just from... ang saya niya, para siyang treasure hunt. Parang ano yung bagay na boses and posture sa wig na to. So, meron ka rin bang ganong proseso in like finding the character? Does it start with the wig or does it start with the voice? Take us through like isa sa mga proseso mo in working with inspiration.
For me, it starts with first and foremost, it starts with your interests.
Okay.
And with your past experiences. Kasi, yung Auntie Julie naman, coming in from the past experience as a real estate person.
Correct.
Property consultant kasi ako sa aking past life. So, nakaka-meet tayo ng mga auntie na client. Like, where's the lot? Kasya ba yung lot?
Where's the lot?
Oo,
oh my
kasi
God!
nagkaroon kasi ako ng kliyente na na interested bumili ng lote sa Nuvali.
Okay.
Yan yung mga real estate days. And typical auntie,
correct, mahadera.
Oo, rich tita kasi taga Dasmariñas Village.
Okay.
Where's the lot? Kasi for my kids, 'di ba? Ganyan-ganyan. So, na-imbibe ko siya.
I love it.
Oo, kasi 2 lote yung nabili niya. So, parang yung interaction namin, almost 2 years din.
Oh my God. Naging besties kayo for a while.
Oo. So, hindi ko malilimutan yung kliyente na yon. Kasi siya very character. Siya talaga ang character.
Alam niya bang ikaw
Hindi niya alam.
Okay.
Hindi niya alam.
So, ingat po kayo sa mga interactions yun. Not just with Makoy, but with me.
Oo.
Kasi talagang promise, guys, ginagawa namin kayo inspiration.
Oo, totoo yan. So, interest and past experiences. So, pag yung shoot, proper, syempre, 'di ba? Minsan mapapaisip ka, okay, may duster na, pero ano yung bagay na wig for this?
Excited.
Mga
Kinikilig ako sa kwento. Okay.
Diba, mga ganon.
Oo.
So, kunwari, pagka nakakita ka ng yellow na wig, very loud, 'di ba?
Correct.
Very loud, very pansinin. So, naisip ko, okay, eto, kikwento ko lang din yung sa Lisa B.
Oo.
Yung Lisa B, meron na akong boss before na ganyan.
Correct.
Na
yellow din ang buhok.
hindi naman. Hindi yellow yung hair. Pero halika na, umuwi na tayo. Diba? Ano ka pa? Media plan? Bukas na yan. Pasok ka na maaga, ganon. Kasi very yung very chill, diba? Yung parang, so sabi ko, okay, gusto kong gumawa ng character na very chill, pero satirical at the same time. Parang, traffic, paggawa tayo ng LRT, ganon, diba? Satirical, diba? Exchange. Pero, what would be the perfect character for that? Syempre, kailangan short hair.
Correct.
Lipstick na pink, tapos, naka-blazer ng Zara. Lisa B. Oo.
Diba?
Kaya siya Lisa B kasi to be, diba? To be able to buy an LRT, to be able to build an airport. Kaya siya Lisa B.
I love it!
Yun yung kwento doon.
I love it. Oh my God. I mean, okay, so I was gonna ask about Lisa B naman talaga, and maraming salamat for surfacing it. Obviously, relate ako dito kasi nagkaroon ako ng boss, ng office mate na pagpasok mo pa lang ng 10 a.m., guys, uwi na tayo. Parang, guys, cancel mo na yung meeting na to para makauwi tayo ng maaga. Maraming mga ganun. Diba? How does it feel knowing na yung reception ng Lisa B, I think the reason why it's such a big hit is because nagiging vessel si Lisa B for all the frustrations ng mga tao. Wala silang boss na ganun because they're experiencing a lot of pain. As an artist or as a creative, how does it make you feel knowing na even na it becomes a vessel for pain and healing at the same time?
Parang I treat it as an escape. Na parang the reality is hindi ka magkakaroon ng ganong klaseng boss na kaya kang bilhin ng LRT, bigyan ng company car na European car every year na ipapa-rhinoplastic ka. Diba? Hindi ka magkakaroon ng ganong boss. Pero i-exage natin kasi kumbaga we all have the fantasies in life, diba? And we want to experience those fantasies kahit sa social media lang. Kaya yun yung intent talaga.
Correct. Oo. Kasi talagang mailabas mo lang yung mga frustrations mo, diba?
Oo. Parang diba may skit yata ako na ginawa na parang ma'am, bakit po half day? Wala lang. Gusto ko lang mag-chill tayo sa Tagaytay.
Diba?
Yung ganon.
Correct.
Parang I don't know kung nangyayari yung ganon sa totoong buhay. Diba? Kasi ako hindi ko naman na-experience. Pero pag nakita mo lang siya sa social media, oy, cool to I want to have a boss like that. Yung mga lang, diba? Kumbaga, papaalisin mo lang sila sa reality for a bit.
Correct.
Yan.
I would think na nung kasagsagan nung very intense time mo sa agency, wala tayong luxury of having content like this Yung
wala.
Diba?
Yeah,
yung tipong ako I would have wanted a McCoy Dubs video nung nag-OT ako nung 2014 just to get through the day. So nung panahon na sobrang grabe ka mag-OT, how did you push yourself para lang kayanin and just, one last bago makauwi?
Alam mo, Baus, yung kasi, yung eagerness to finish a task, kaya siya nandoon kasi, at kumbaga ako, from my experience, I need to prove to my colleagues that I can do it. Na I can deliver the task na inata sa akin. Kasi when I go back here, coming from Qatar, kasi nag-work ako doon, talagang fail yung Qatar It's a mission failed. Diba? Parang, paano kaya makakabawi? So ako kinakaya ko kasi I need to prove na kaya ko maging singer account manager, di ba? Na kahit marami akong sabit at umere na ang TV commercial na hilawang manok. O pasabog, di ba? Hilawang manok, my friend.
Umere na hilaw yung manok.
Oo, tapos nakita ng kliyentos. Talagang Zoom call. Hindi Zoom call pa nun
Oo, as in pinatawag talaga.
Oo,
face
punta
to
kami ng
face. My
office.
God! Alam mo, ayan rin yung swerte sa mga Zoom call. Kasi minsan talaga yung mga face-to-face, kapag sinasabon ka ng kliyente, parang medyo
escalation level.
Grabe, sandamakmak na incident reports.
Oo, ganon.
Oh my God.
Tapos mo yan, paparetract mo pa yan sa 3-letter office.
Oh my God, just go.
So, grabe yung experience niyan. Pero ako, kaya ko siya kinaya dahil, number one, I need to be there. Just be present.
Correct.
'Di ba? Na kahit na nahihirapan ka na, just be there. Kasi kailangan makita ng colleagues mo or ng office mates mo na they can trust you. 'Di ba? Na kahit minsan, ano ka na, unreliable, kailangan nandun ka pa din.
Nagkakalat ka na.
Oo,
lahat tayo dumadaan dyan. I mean, ngayon, like sa content ko, parang lagi akong pilosopo and reasonable and witty. Guys, may time din na nagkakalat ako sa work dahil ang dami ko pinagdadaanan in life.
And ano yon, valid naman yun.
Kailangan mo dumaan doon.
Oo. Basta ano lang, wag mo kakalimutan mag-land on your feet.
Correct.
Diba?
Oo.
Yun. And number 2 and last would be, it's because I need to step up.
Wow. Ang lalim na pero gets ko.
Diba? Kailangan mo mag-step up eh.
Defining moment yung mga ganun eh.
Diba, Bounce? No. Parang sa atin sa buhay natin ngayon, wala na tayo sa ahensya. Tayong dalawa. Pero we're trying to step up our career.
Correct.
In terms of, creating content, having events, diba?
Correct.
Having work like this. It's step up. It's always step up lagi.
Correct.
Oo.
Lalim. Sorry.
Kaya mo siya kinakaya.
Naano ako doon nauga ako doon.
Oo.
And I guess ang next question ko is, paano mo siya kinakaya now? In terms of like, because you would message me every now and then when you feel like, walang inspiration, ang hirap. I would be, if you will allow me, you've mentioned to me a number of times na parang, sometimes kino-consider mo bumalik sa agency kapag ako rin kasi I would find myself na pag walang enough projects, parang ito na babalik na ba ako?
Oo, ganun.
Diba? So I guess yung ngayon, like where do you source inspiration?
Okay, Baus, ang ganda niyan. Kasi I admit, and this is a fact, that content creation is something na parang hindi siya permanent talaga. There are times ang hina ng pasok, 'di ba, ng mga brief and it seems like the campaigns parang walang gustong kumuha sa iyo. Sometimes I'm asking myself, ba't kaya hindi na ako kinuha ulit ng brand na to? Hindi ba dahil late ako nag-pass or dahil ba masyado kung
Minsan ganyan din ako.
Demanding?
Pinarayan ko ba yung accounts?
Oo, 'di ba? Mga ganyan.
Oo.
Pero, ang ko naman is, kailangan kumbaga, this is your circle. Yung mga pie doon, kailangan every slice of the pie, dapat meron kang other interests pa.
Tama.
Kaya ang sabi ko nga, kaya nung last year talaga, sabi ko, Baus, kausap ko nun si partner, sabi ko, yung skits medyo hindi na benta madalas. May ibang skits hindi na, lalo na the algorithm of Instagram, Facebook, nag-iiba din talaga.
Correct.
Sa TikTok, hindi na ako ganun ka-active. Pag branded na lang. Pero ako, Baus, ang learning ko dyan, kaya ako siya kinakaya hanggang today is because I said, I need to pursue other interests. And I need to explore them. Like for example, yung automotive, matagal na ako mahilig sa kotse.
Yep.
Maliit pa lang. Pero last year lang ako nagkaroon ng courage to do it. Parang bading, nagre-review ng sasakyan. Paano? Babaklain ko yung yung SUV, yung kotse.
Yung gulong?
Oo, paano, 'di ba? Parang pag pinanood mo siya, hindi lahat gusto. Kasi even sa YouTube nakakatanggap ako ng bad comments.
Oh, okay.
Parang hindi bagay sa'yo, pilit, ganyan. Pero wala akong paki, 'di ba? Hindi naman nagma-matter 'yun sa akin. What matters to me is nag-upload ako, that's it. At least nakita nila.
Correct.
So, 'yon, parang kinakaya ko siya because aside from, paying the bills, it's also longevity.
Correct.
Yung longevity ng career natin, kailangan siya.
Kailangan parang it's this weird dance of parang you always have to look for the possible opportunity around you, but also taking into consideration na you have to always diversify the brand. Ang hirap niya lagi parang strike while the iron is hot, but also like think of other ways to have eggs in different baskets. Diba?
Kailangan siya, Baus. And ako, for me, as your friend, I would say na you are having that slice of the pie.
Thank you.
And also, every year may iba ka pang ma-explore.
Correct.
Like when you go abroad, 'di ba, may mga eureka mo. Alam mo pag nasa halimbawa bakasyon, mapa-Pilipinas man or ibang bansa, lagi kang may eureka moment.
Correct. Oo.
'Di ba?
Mga nadidiscover mo.
Oo, parang pwede ito dalhin sa Pilipinas.
Correct.
Yung mga ganong 'di ba? So I'm sure kumbaga, yung pie, dapat lagi kang prepared for a slice.
Correct.
Diba?
Prepared for a slice.
Oo, ganon.
Pero ayun rin naman I think isa yan sa parang great joys of being a content creator is parang you can try something new, have the luxury of seeing if it works or not. If it works, great. If not, then you can move on to another thing. Diba?
Yes.
I think it's still such a blessing na ganun siya.
Diba?
Oo.
Like tayo doon, naalala ko last year, may dream tayo to create a production
na hindi
parang
nakaano pa rin sa akin yun, ha?
pending pa yun.
Pending pa
diba?
yun, oo.
Parang kahit ako, hirap ako. Paano kaya mangyayari yun? Kasi yung isa naming kasama na ina-eye for that,
correct,
parang nagiging busy na din.
Correct. Oo.
Diba? Pero mangyayari yun. I'm sure.
Mangyayari yan.
Oo.
At we will look back at this clip because
correct,
nasa ano pa rin siya. Nasa soft focus pa rin siya.
Ganon.
So, you mentioned yung automotive era mo. Diba? Now you're on, I think more or less, the first year, kakatapos lang. How is it like? Just, not caring what other people think because you know you love this, whether the cameras are on or not.
I'm happy with what I'm doing with the automotive scene. Of course, small tayo. So, talagang rin tayo sa mga steps natin. It's calculated and we're building relationships with different car brands. But for me, it's all about outlet and passion.
Ganda.
Yun lang ang akin. I'm not trying naman to be big. I'm not trying to be the next, parang, huge personality na pwedeng ilaban sa ibang bansa. No, hindi ko goal yun. I just want to be there. 'Di ba? Parang pag na-invite ka sa party at may table ka, upo ka, nandun ka lang.
Correct.
Pero I'm enjoying. I like what I'm doing.
Yeah, I can tell kasi talagang sa nararamdaman ko.
Oo, 'di ba? Kasi makikita mo sa mata 'yon, Bause. Gusto ko yung ginagawa ko. But also, aside from automotive, nag-enjoy din ako sa ginagawa natin na improvisation.
Correct.
Oo, that's something din na nakakapagpa, ng kaluluwa. Alam mo yun? Diba?
So, ito pong si McCoy ay downline ko po sa improv. Ako po ang nag-push sa kanya na sis, gawin mo na yan.
Yes,
gawin mo na yan.
Totoo.
And let's talk about this briefly. I think, when I was selling to you the idea of improv, sabi ko, gawin mo yan, it will change your life. Huwag ka na magtanong, it will change your life. So, has it changed your life?
It changed my life. It changed my life to the point na nalaman ko din kung ano yung weaknesses ko in terms of improvisation and
improv
acting.
will teach you that. Yep.
Oo, parang shocks kasi wala kaming script eh.
Wala. Salang agad.
Oo, pag okay, laban, ganon.
And anong strengths mo ang na-reinforce palalo because of improv? Because I think improv will also show that to you.
Siguro yung empathy mo sa co-actor mo.
Yeah.
Yung raramdaman, dapat mong maramdaman din ano yung emotions niya at the moment.
Correct.
And eye contact is very important pala. Pag nag-i-improv. Very important. Pag may mga pitik na si Baus na yung mga, okay, gets. Gano, alam ko na siya.
Sorry, may mga pitik ako sa mata kasi I'm directing and performing at the same time. So, okay lang yun. Pero, I mean, we've done yung interactive talk shows natin with si Isa Villaverde.
Yes,
and they've
with Isa.
always been so fun. And I think, meron kang specific live talk show era na kailangan mong ma-unearth. Kasi I've seen it in action. Bubunot tayo ng tanong sa fishbowl.
Okay.
Tapos, you will just respond in the most random way and sobrang tuwang-tuwa lagi yung audience. Do you remember that?
Yung before? Oo, sa BGC. Oo. Gustong-gusto ko siya. I don't know, talagang lang, out of nowhere. Random talaga.
Saka lumalabas yung mga meron ka mga certain political stances na parang, hindi, gano'n na parang, you're so unhinged. And ang nakaka-refresh siyang makita for somebody so well-known already. So, I guess I'm just telling you na marami ka pang pies. Marami pang slices for you.
You too.
Okay, yun lang.
So many slices also for
Pwede rin
Baus.
spices.
Oh, tama.
Pwede
Slices and spices. Tama?
Yun ang pangalan ng episode na to. Slices and spices.
Uy, ang ganda no.
Slices and spices. Parang ito yung name nung ano natin. Yung pinaplano natin.
Oo. Ay! Eureka moment!
Ay! Sabi sa inyo.
Tapos yung poster.
Slices and spices.
Oh
my God!
Tapos sinusubuan. Sinusubuan ka ni Isa
Yes,
ng pizza. Ang gandang material, no?
Slices and
Tapos ako parang,
spices. Ang ganda nun. Sorry, may brainstorming pong naganap.
Biglang may ganon.
Ganito po kami. Ganito po kami.
Shucks, ang ganda.
Ang ganda ng slices and spices. Tapos ang tagline natin.
Kakagat o lulunok?
Or slices and spices, ang hiwa mong maanghang. Gano'n.
Nilagyan pala ng sili.
Oh my God. Anyway, sorry.
Sorry.
Ako ay na-distract. I also wanna talk about your homeowner era.
Ay, oo nga.
This for me, I think, is probably the most worth celebrating in the last X number of years I've known you. Kasi buying a home, building it with your content creator money is a big, to me, a big fuck you to the society saying na nakabili ako ng bahay pursuing the arts. Diba? Being creative. How was that process for you? Buying, building, and now eventually moving into it?
Well, the house naman naka-build na siya. Pero yung talaga naging thought namin ni partner is we want to transfer far from the city. Kasi number one, syempre, yung work niya sa Alabang. So, parang, before kasi, Mandaluyong lang. So, kayang niyang lakarin, ganon. Syempre, mga kaganapan din natin, halos lahat nasa NCR.
Correct. Just
diba? Pero ang ko naman, nung nag-usap kami, sabi ko, pwede naman na tayong lumipat. Tsaka mukhang naman ang budget, pasok naman. Pero talagang kakayod tayo ng maigi.
Correct.
Kasi
kakayanin lahat dapat.
Hindi biro ang monthly, ganon. So sabi ko, push na. Kasi, syempre hindi naman na tayo bumabata, di ba? Tsaka kung may events naman sa Manila or sa NCR, may sasakyan naman. Pwede naman mag-drive. So yun, eventually may nahanap kami na fit for us two. Medyo yung bahay, to be honest, malaki siya for
the
us
two of
two.
you. Okay.
Kaya umaalog kami ngayon sa bahay. So visit us if you have schedule.
Yes.
Pero okay naman, happy kami. May aquarium.
Correct.
May garden.
May aquarium.
Oo, wala kaming dog, by the way.
Okay.
Oo. Niisip pa namin mag-adopt, pero it's really more of having a bigger space. And a quiet community.
Did you always see yourself living in a house or in a home?
Yes.
Okay.
Bahay talaga.
Bahay ka. Ako kasi ever since alam ko, city boy, apartment boy ako
Oo. So ako, suburb mom.
Ay, tabi ba? Alam mo, pag chinika mo yung mga kapitbahay mo sa meeting ng mga homeowners, may bago kang maa-absorb feeling ko
Oo.
For sure. Like ngayon, so far, because, as creatives, parang our sixth senses are always on. Anong mga na-observe mo so far sa mga taong nasa suburb?
Nasa mga gated community.
Correct. Oo.
Syempre sheltered sila.
Correct.
So pag nakakakita sila ng poop na pakalat-kalat, mag-aano yan sa WhatsApp group.
Oh my God!
Sorry, I don't mean for not for anything but may naiwang sa street.
Oh my God. I think ang next slice mo ay as a homeowner.
Homeowner mommy.
Correct. Oh my God. Nakakaloka.
Diba? Tapos meron pa nun, last time parang sabi niya, someone cook tuyo. Abot sa amin.
Wow!
Parang, sorry, I hope some of you naman are using your exhaust.
Uy! not to micromanage but also to micromanage.
Oo,
Oh
diba?
my God.
So, may mga ganon.
So, after nun, hindi ka na nagluto ng tuyo.
Hindi naman ako yung nagluto ng toyo, pero nababasa ko lang sa
correct.
group. So, may mga ganon. Usually, mga parking.
Correct.
Oh, this car, nag-double parking. Hindi kami nakapasok. Mga ganon. Hindi naman ako yon, pero yun lang. Doon mo lang maano na, ganito din ang market.
Correct.
Ng mga...
I mean, nakakatuwa siya from like a human behavior
Oo,
standpoint.
diba?
Na like, you know what, at the end of the day, merong talagang
may
ganap.
ganon. Oo.
Lagi
Tapos,
may ganap.
sila yung nag-grocery sa Landers, sa
Okay.
SNR. Mga ganon yung market nila.
Correct.
Oo.
So meron ka ng practice na pag nakikita mo sa grocery yung kapitbahay mo, nagbebeso kayo. Ganon.
Wala pa namang ganong moment.
Oo.
Hi, hello lang.
Hi, hello.
Oo.
Oo.
Kasi pag nagbeso na kayo, Baus, it means binigyan mo na siya ng merienda. Hi, nice to meet you. O, beso. Kasi nabigyan ka niya ng merienda at nabigyan mo siya ng merienda.
I love
Ganon.
it. O yan po ang decorum at social politics of moving into a subdivision.
Oo, ganon.
Oh my God.
Oo.
It's a whole other world.
Ibang mundo siya. Tapos syempre, yung mga guards, chatsamihin mo rin. Diba?
Oh my God.
Para
Well,
pag may bisita ka, alam na Pero naman yan, di ba? Lagi kang magsismile sa guards. Bibigyan mo rin sila ng ng food, ganon.
I love
Kasi
it.
syempre, tagal nila naka-duty di ba?
Correct. Oh my God, nakakatuwa. Okay, so for the last segment of the show, medyo acting galing. Hindi man acting galing. So, kanina na-mention mo yung very intense time mo nung sa agency. That time, that period in your life nung sinulat mo yung Mean Girls. If you can talk to that version of you now, knowing what you know now, experiencing what you're experiencing now as a homeowner, anong sasabihin mo sa kanya?
Nako, 2017 to
Correct. So,
I was,
anong hit song nung 2017?
Diyos ko, mga yan, friend. Mga
Ed Sheeran yan, no?
Oo, Ed Sheeran.
Correct.
Yan,
Oo.
Diba? Tsaka Beyonce, yan yung
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Correct. Oo.
Ako, siguro, I was 24 during that time. Diba? Siguro for me, ang sabihin ko sa 24-year-old self ko, diba, kita mo. Yun ang sasabihin ko.
Yun lang.
Diba, kita mo.
Kung
Sabi sa'yo
yun.
Oo. Pero siguro, just to make it very meaningful, siguro I would say, take your time.
Take your time.
Kasi nung 24, ang dami kong gustong gawin, Baus. Parang gusto ko ma-promote, gusto ko malipat sa ganitong agency, tapos gusto kong yung page biglang dumami, 'di ba? And then parang gusto ko din mag-travel. Yung sweldo ko hindi rin kaya mag-travel. 'Di ba? Kailangan yata 1 year mong ipon. So mga ganung bagay, 'di ba? And for me it's always taking your time. Parang lahat tayo may timeline, lahat may pace. 'Di ba?
I love it.
'Di ba? Parang pagdating mo ng 35, ano kaya yung next venture, mga ganyan.
Mas excited ka to welcome the next frontier.
The next chapter, ganon. Ako naman, ang wish ko naman for me and for my friends like you is always good health naman. Correct. Yun lang ang gusto ko talaga. Diba?
Alam mo dati, laging, kunyari mga family reunion, pag may dedication sa birthday, laging lagi sinasabi ng mga lolo, mga tito, I wish you good health. Noon na corny ako. But now, I get it.
Totoo.
I just wish for your back to function properly.
Totoo.
Diba?
Oo.
Kasi,
and your talampakan. Kasi yun na yung sumasakit ngayon.
Ako masakit meron akong some carpal thing here, I have a lower back thing, I have an ankle thing. Ano sa'yo?
Ako, as a 31-year-old mom, talampakan, mabilis na siyang sumakit kapag matagal nang naglalakad. Like 30-minute walking, talagang sprain levels.
Oh my God.
Yeah, may ganun na siya. May kotse pa akong manual, di ba? Kaya minsan umiinom din talaga ako ng mefenamic. Pero sometimes yung back, and then dito sa likod, dito shoulders, yun ang sumasakit.
Yeah. Well, it makes us feel human to know na masakit ang katawan namin.
Correct.
And That's it.
Alam mo, super thank you.
Salamat, sis. I love you.
I love you more.
This was so fun.
Thank you.
Ito lagi yung conversation natin.
Of
Laging
course.
halong dramahan, tawanan, brainstorming.
Totoo.
At okrayan.
Eureka moment. Tsaka ako, last message for Baus. You will find that slice of pie that you're looking for. Kasi I'm feeling right now, you're looking for a slice eh.
Yeah.
So you'll find it naman.
Thank you.
And I think that's very soon.
Thanks, sis.
Yes.
Love you. And
Laban.
that's it for Kaya Today with Baus Rufo and my good friend Makoy Dubs.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.